The new issue of Golf Central magazine is out now. You can review the latest issue at golfcentralmag.com. That's golfcentralmag.com. And to share your love of this great game, visit turflife.club. That's turflife.club.
At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
And welcome back to Big's Golf Talk as we teed up on the 10th tee. Big John, along with Bill Cuevas and Greg Wise, the wisest man in golf. And that over there is the golf father. So, in case you guys didn't know.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So, I real quick. Yeah. I wanted to see if there was any more golf news.
Yes.
Coming up and stuff like that.
Right.
So I hit golf news, right?
Yes.
And the first thing that pops up are women influencers in golf. And this is the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
A girl on the lake in a bikini with a golf hat. And she's a golfer. And she has 500,000 likes because she's a golfer and she's a golf influencer. So I just shut the page. There is no more news, folks. My first three were different girls in bikinis for golf news. So we're done with golf news today.
Well, actually, I mean, there's some news. Rory McIlroy's teeing it up at the Tour Championship, and that people are asking why, because he has a back injury, and he feels that everybody feels that he's going to damage that back injury even more, and really put his career at risk by teeing it up. So,
well, I think the difference could be the fact that they get big bucks for playing in this tournament.
Yeah.
And if you tee it up, you're in. If you don't tee it up, you don't get the check. Like he needs that $500,000.
Yeah.
So he can tee it up and then withdraw, and he gets his money.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he gets his points. What are they down to? 36?
36 players. No, 30 players.
30 this weekend.
Top 30 players is it.
Yeah. So, color me bad. Give me $500,000 for making one swing. I'm going to fall down. I'm pretty good.
Well, I think the major thing would be the fact that if he knew that he couldn't play, 31 from last week at BMW could be there playing.
And they can get the $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who probably might need it a little bit more than Rory, but who are we to judge?
Yeah, exactly.
Who are we to judge? So you're going to be seeing Rory later on.
Yes, I am. Oh, yes. The car is packed, not quite started yet, but that's where we're rolling out to very shortly.
See that? As soon as he finishes this show, folks, he's right out to that championship. He's going to see Rory hit that first shot, maybe. He probably might miss it. He might miss Rory the way he's looking. But Rory will be getting $500,000 for today's shot. So I call that a victory.
So, Greg, unfortunately, there was some technical errors with you joining us at the Protect the Game golf outing. Set. Bill couldn't really show off the picture of you having the mask on, umpire's mask on. But we have some good news. So we actually have other events that is planned before the end of the year. As a matter of fact, in September.
Uh-oh. What is he doing?
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
Well, since you and I played golf last week at French Lick during that Open, I came prepared. Because if I ever stand off 45 degrees from you, I am ready. Strike one.
You might be ready, but that hole in your mask might not be for that ball because that's where it's going to go in.
I checked. It'll stop it.
It'll stop. Okay, just checking. I'm looking out for your well-being. Hey, did he take his mask off with the right hand?
Yes, he did.
You see? I'm learning, Papa. There's a right way and a wrong way to take your mask off, and you're out of here. You gotta do that, bro.
See, y'all don't know. I used to do that many years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Did you know Papa was an umpire?
Yeah,
that's right. Papa was an umpire.
So,
good job.
So, Bill, just to let you know, indicator, mask, violations are all called with the left hand. Okay.
Because you're always right.
Yeah, you're always right. Exactly. All your safe out strikes are all called with your right hand.
With the right hand. You're out of here.
So anyway,
everybody out with the right.
Protect the Game. Obviously, we were live. We're going to be live at two more events. One's coming up. Two of them are coming up in September. As a matter of fact, weekend behind weekend, we're going to be live. Tentatively, we think we're going to be live on September 16th from right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, from a new place that's being launched in New Mexico called Pars Rex. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. And then our annual live show from the Major Ed Foundation Heart of a Lion event that is going to be taking place, Major Ed Invitational, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at the Greens Country Club. And for the first time, rumor has it that Greg Wise will be joining us.
Oh, there's no rumor to it. I'll be there. I'll be there. As long as American Airlines gets me back onto U.S. soil, I'll be fine.
When are you arriving?
We'll be up there Sunday morning because I want to go see the statues in that area and stay for the concert, then play on Monday.
You know what? I think that's a good idea.
Are you renting or are you you want us to pick you up?
No, actually, we're coming up from Fort Worth. I got a sister-in-law that lives in Fort Worth, so when we come back from Cabo, we will just be driving up Sunday morning.
Gotcha. All right, there you go.
That is cool. Hey, we will have the dynamic trio, and we'll go visit those. I love those statues.
Yeah, I like to do that too.
Those things are incredible, and they're amazing.
Biggs, you started out the segment with Golf Central.
Yes.
This just arrived yesterday. This is the new
nice
story about Boyne.
Yes.
And
Wawashkamo.
Wawa.
Wah, 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 wah.
Great story about
that. 2-page
that.
story in there about Wawa.
And actually, you'll recognize this one too. Whoop, wrong one.
I recognize that. Oh,
nice,
yeah.
Big French Lick story.
There you go. Look at that. Yes,
the winner. That was a great way to knock out the women's tour there. It was a great victory for G1. You're her lucky charm.
Yeah, it's called a lucky charm by somebody in life.
Oh, yeah. And then right after that, when they were in Seattle, they got called. They were somewhere just above Seattle, Lake Spoken, and they canceled it because of the fires from Canada. I guess they couldn't breathe, so they canceled their event. Bad. Imagine that. They said it's like the first time that they had to cancel a pro event because of air quality. That's insane.
Well, actually, we had to cancel a whole weekend of games due to potential heat in Milwaukee. And I was like, this is the first time that's ever happened, but that's what they wanted to do.
Especially in Milwaukee. They're lucky they have heat. That's a cool place. Imagine that. We're going to cancel. Why? It's 80 degrees outside. What do you expect us to do out there? It's too hot. So, no. Definitely not. Mm-mm.
I'd go up there at 80 degrees and probably have a jacket on.
That's how we roll from Florida.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they don't understand. They hate. They're like, why you got a jacket? Why you got a hoodie? Why you got this? Because it's cold. No, it's not. For me, it is. If it ain't 100, it's cold. Exactly. Our bodies don't function that way anymore.
Well, we can definitely tell where all the northerners come during the wintertime. Because if it's 60, we're in jackets, and they're out there in T-shirts and shorts.
You always know who doesn't belong.
It's where in the Midwest are you from?
Yeah, exactly. You always know where they're from because, you know, while we're all bunkered down in Florida, they're walking around in flip-flops in a tank top. And we're trying to figure out how and why. And then you know they don't belong. That's how we always get it. It's an incredible thing. So what else do we got? We got Protect the Game. That was a great experience. We're sorry they didn't get to see your mask, Papa. I tried, but it was a great event. I'm looking forward to more of those events, and I believe they will be coming to Albuquerque, New Mexico in the very, very near future. Another event. Maybe you can make that one, Mr. Wise, and really call it live. You know, it'll be a good event. Raise a lot of money out here, and they got camps going.
I don't know that they could handle 3 of us in the same location. I mean, it takes Disney magic to make that happen.
We'll get
a lot of magic.
That's right. Disney's the only place that's done it. Let's see what happens in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's true.
That's right. And in Oklahoma,
PGA show as well. I mean, that was a fantastic time that we had.
Yeah.
Multiple cameras around the show, and
yeah, that was
Sherry
really
and her crew was just fantastic on helping us set that all up. So
yeah, so we all set. So I'm looking forward to our next chapter with Major Ed. We're gonna have him on. I don't know if it'll be next week.
Well, first off, let's talk about this new social club that our listeners here in Albuquerque should be watching out for. As you know, Bill's been promoting and sharing and talking about this social club. Has been working hard on a telephone with partnership, partnering up with them and all that stuff. Yep. We have actually a meeting next week with them, and they are hoping to have the grand opening on September 16th, where Big's Golf Talk will be there live broadcasting from the grand opening. And Bill, I mean, this is like a social club for golfers, and full service, where you could get your grips done, your clubs repaired and all that stuff.
Custom fittings and everything right there.
So what do you know about this Pars and Rec here in Albuquerque?
I mean, right now, they keep popping up with new stuff on what's happening and where they're going. I mean, I remember a couple months ago when we first heard about it and them joining with Stars Brothers Brewing Company to bring it's not, I'm not going to say that it's like Top Golf, because it's totally different. They're indoor simulators.
It's not going to be outdoors.
Yeah, it's not going to be outdoors. You're not going to be getting cold and none of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, every couple of weeks you were getting a little teaser of what they were going to have and how they could do it. But I know Star Brothers is going to have all the food and everything. So you can go there. It's going to be a social club about golfing. You can bring your clubs in. You can get fit for clubs. They'll do the re-gripping, which we all know. We lost that back in the days when we needed a club regrip. We went to the pro shop, gave them your club. They can do it right then and there, but that's all gone. I haven't seen a golf club. Yes, I know you want to say something.
I just go out my door into the shop and regrip my clubs.
Exactly, but not everybody had that access. I mean, remember when the regular folks needed
not access but time.
Yeah, they would just go to the golf. They would just go to the golf course and hand it over, and they do it right then and there, right in front of you. But that's gone. I mean, that's been gone for like 10, 11 years. So to be able to go to a club, you can munch on some pizza, you can drink some beer, some beverage, whatever you want, and you get your club.
Star Brewery is really good. I mean, craft beer, and if you enjoy a good beer, but their food is good.
And I heard that their pizza is on the money. That's what I heard. I haven't had it yet, but I heard it's on the money. But I think it's something that they need here. Besides, I mean, I like Top Golf, but Top Golf is Top Golf. The music's loud, everything's going on, and you got your rush for your time, swiping your card. You got an hour and get out. But here they're promoting it as a social club where you can go there, mix with company, eat, share a meal, play some golf while you're in there. And
my question is, will they have a cigar area where?
You know what? I guess we'll find out on Tuesday. But I mean, I like their drinks that they have so far. Two of the drinks that they have named is, of course, John Daly, and then the other one is Azalea. So those are the two that they're going to be opening up with at that place at the launch. So that's going to be pretty cool. And every week they keep hitting us with something new. We know that they have 5 bays. That's for sure. And this is New Mexico, folks. So, yes, there is plenty of delays. I know about delays very well because everything gets delayed out here. But I think the biggest thing that I was really excited for when I saw the club repair, because there's not many places that you can go to and get it done while you hang out and do what you got to do. And I think that's good. But we do have to talk to them about that cigar area. I don't know if they're going to be able to have it because I saw the location.
It costs a lot of money for the aeration, and the filter.
I did see the location and stuff like that.
And it's going to be like in a plaza, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is in the plaza.
But there's a couple of new cigar shops. Well, not new, but I found some cigar shops. I told you about it that we could actually go there and have a cigar, and it's like in a plaza too. So that's a plus. Maybe they can team up. You never know. Get some kind of discounts and stuff like that. I don't know if it's in that same area. So.
But they do have wood fire pizza, folks. And that's what they got me on. They got me on the wood fire pizza. We were going to meet them earlier this week, but we're unable to. But next Tuesday for sure. The opening has moved quite a bit, permits and all this other stuff over here. So, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's well needed here. And I like the social aspect, and I look forward to it being a staple in my life. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe I can go a couple of days, or who knows? Because it gets cold out here, so it might be a good place to just go and keep warm and practice and do what you got to do. Simulators are good; they're all TrackMan. They have 5 TrackMan that they're going to be having.
Are you supposed to practice this game?
Well, in Florida, we don't call it practice.
I've been doing it all wrong, if so, because I haven't practiced in 20 years.
Well, you got to remember, in Florida, we don't need to practice because we can play 200 rounds a year. In New Mexico, they can't play 200 rounds a year unless they're playing for 24 hours straight every single day during the whole entire season to get that in. So
you know what? There's some guys out there that are diehard golfers that, because I live right next to a golf course.
You live right by the golf course. Yep.
But right next
to. Have you seen the way they dress, though, Biggs? Do we really call that golf? You know what I mean? These guys are out there with bombers.
They're out there like at 6 o'clock in the morning.
As soon as that daylight goes on, boom, they're out there, and I'm like, well, I remember in Florida we had a rule: if it was 50 or below, we didn't play. We just canceled. We had the first tee time, 7 a.m.
Right.
Every week, 52 weeks a year. And if it hit 50, they already knew cancel because we're not going to go play. If I can't feel my hands and I can't move and I have to wear 12 jackets, it's not worth playing. Yeah. Do you agree, Mr. Wise?
I tell people I shoot the 69s, 69, 68. And if it gets any colder, I just won't play.
You see? I believe it.
I tell you what, man. And I can understand why now. But when I lived in Wisconsin, 50 degrees, we were in shorts and on the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get accustomed to that kind of weather, absolutely.
But now, I won't go out there at 50 degrees.
No, I don't believe it. For me, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? To be bundled up and all, shivering. Last time I golfed, I golfed and I had a blanket. I had a blanket on the cart, and it wasn't really long ago. I had a blanket on the cart and a blanket over my legs to keep me warm because I was freezing in between.
Well, next time wear pants.
I had pants on.
Shirt on.
I had pants and I had a jacket, and I was freezing. That's what I'm saying. It's still cold. I even bought myself one of those masks, like I look like a robber. So I can cover my ears and everything else. And I'm like, no, it's not worth it.
It's amazing.
Who is that mask man?
Who is that mask man? It's me, Tom.
It's amazing now how masks are acceptable in our society where prior to COVID, if you wore a mask, beware.
Beware of the mask.
Yeah.
Not no more. Now you can do whatever you want, and it's okay. Yeah. So yeah, I've seen things this last year that I haven't seen my whole entire life.
We got some breaking news. I know earlier on we talked about Jay Monahan and the PGA Tour commissioner. He's in a statement. He has come out and he's sending a clear message about the partnership with Live Golf. We have that coming up next here on Big's Golf Talk. We'll be right back right after this.